Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tom, I'm a makeup artist from London. I'm going to start off with a few apologies. The light is absolutely terrible today. I'm not really sure why. It's quite bright outside, but it's looking really dark on camera. But I wanted to shoot in natural light again for you, just because I think it shows the makeup a little bit truer. I also want to apologise for the state of my eyes. My hay fever is going absolutely crazy, so I'm like bloodshot as hell and I'm sniffling away. I do apologise. I hope it's not too distracting. So scrolling through Instagram and I found this account of a Russian makeup artist and I just loved the colours that she used. There was sort of like oranges, yellows, golds. So I'm going to do something a little bit similar to that today. And I've also gone with the bushy brow trend, the sort of laminated look, where you use soap to brush them all into place and then just fill in for a very, very full look. Now, I actually had to go in with a glue stick because my brows are so unruly they wouldn't stick up. So let's see how it looks with statement brows and statement eyes. So I'm starting off with this shade here from the Ruby Obsessions palette from Huda Beauty. It's actually more of like an orangey shade compared to all of the reds and pinks and purple sort of tones in this one. But I want that sort of like almost, I don't want to say neon, but like bright orange shade. And I'm just taking that into the outer corner of the eye and actually pretty much the outer and then the inner corner. The only thing that I have on my eye at the moment is a little bit of concealer as a primer and then powder to set it down. And then when I blend it up, I'm going to just take it so that when I'm looking straight ahead, it just pokes out above my hood. Now, with me doing the eyeshadow like this, with my eye open and just mapping out my shape, what you'll notice is when I lean back, I have all of these creases, and that's because of my hooded eye. You can just go in and fill it in. The likelihood is that over the day, these creases are going to sort of show up again, but it's just part of having hooded eyes. And I'm just taking a Luxe Petite Crease brush from Zoeva and just sort of smoking that edge out. I don't want there to be any harsh lines, but remember, you're not trying to edit the shape of the eyeshadow. When you've got hooded eyes, you need to be really specific about your placement. Moving on to the Topaz Obsessions now, also from Huda Beauty, and I'm using this sort of more yellowy, orangey shade, and I'm going to just sort of almost join these two together, but it's using to blend out. I want to kind of make this a little bit more smoky, and I just find, I don't know if you can see in this natural light, but this sort of shadow that comes from here and the inner corner of the nose, I like to sort of almost connect my eyeshadow here when I'm doing a bold look. I just find that it's a little bit more flattering and can define my eye a little bit better. Now I am using this sparingly, and I'm just going to connect these in the middle and use that colour to gently blend out the top of the shadow even further. So it's just making it peek out that little bit more above where the hood, the fold of the hood lands. And you can take it just peeking out from that orange shade there. Okay, so I'm hoping that in terms of technicality, you can sort of see the shapes that are winging our eye out and up. With this downturn here, you see how my hood just extends slightly further than the end of my eye. I'm cutting off the shadow immediately as that hood ends and then drawing it up towards the temples and the ends of the brows. A lot of people could smoke the shadow out much further, but I've not got a huge amount of space to play with here, so I'm keeping it short, sharp, and up. I'm going to now deepen up with a little bit of this shade here, just on the outside corners. I don't need too much more definition, because I do already have, I like sort of where the orange is there, but I just feel I want a slight bit more depth of pigment in that very outer corner. It's also just slightly more vibrant, and I think that is really, really beautiful. Okay, so now because we're doing a halo eye, I'm going to pop a sort of shimmery shade in the middle here. And what you can see is I've left a little bit more space above the natural fold of my eye. And I need that gold shade to go all the way up into there so that when I am sort of straight ahead, you can still see the shadow poking out. This is very much a sort of tilt your head back kind of game, because you really do need to make sure that this shade goes right into the folds and you're just blending it gently out into the other shades. This next step might be a terrible idea, but I've got this gorgeous shade from Sugarpill. It's called Butter Cupcake, and I feel like it might be nice as an inner corner highlight. I'm taking it on a pencil brush and just packing that on into the inner corner. But I'm just realizing that my last look was like a golden hour sunset look, and I've basically just done another sunset or sunrise look on this on this one, but at least this is a little bit more bold, and that is what was asked for. Someone wanted a really colourful look. Now, for most of you, if you have hooded or downturned eyes, liner is not usually your friend. It's quite tricky to do, so I often opt out of it completely and just sort of tight line inside the eye. But today, I don't know if you can tell, but I've added a little bit of a purple eyeliner. This is a pencil liner from Pure. The On Point eyeliner in Rain, I got given it ages ago and I've actually never used it because purple just isn't usually a colour that I use. But what I'm going to do is show you the kind of liner that I've done. I tilt my head back here and I'm just tight lining the finest little line along the base of the lashes. And I keep it going out straight. Now, this is a shape that's actually really popular in Asia, sort of with the almond eye and the eyelid fold. You often can't do, or can't easily do the wing without it being very, very bold. So you keep the line so close to the root of the lashes and just take the very end out. It is actually going a little bit down. So it does enhance the downward shape of the eye, but I think because I'm not going any further than this sort of wing up, I should be okay. I don't know, you can tell me whether or not you think I've made my eyes look sleepier, but I just think that little hint of purple along the base of the lashes is so beautiful. I think it's no secret that I don't normally do looks like this, but I'm kind of in love with it. Like, these colours are so pretty. It feels a little extreme to have on my eye, but I really like it. I do wish that I could do that little wing, but I'm just not feeling I'm risking the look today. I am going to go in, however, and just do my under eye concealer. It's going to, it's a really good idea to reinforce that sort of wing with your concealer there. So just take what you've got and pop it in, and that will really help to reinforce the upward angle. I'm also going to take a little bit under here where I am darker. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I think I actually need some right in this corner here as well because I'm looking a little bit sleepy. And yeah, I'm just dabbing that gently out. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit of lift to the face. I'm heading back in with this shade from the Ruby's Obsessions palette with just a tiny brush. Don't forget to tap off. And I'm just going to take it on the outside corner here, really close to the lash line. Same again. And once I've done that, I'm just rubbing off that the excess on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take the same gold shade that we had in the centre of the lid. So I'm just taking that on the inner corners here to connect to the outer corner, and it just sort of chimes those two, the top and bottom, together and provides a little bit more, I guess, symmetry. Not gonna lie, I feel like an absolute bloody goddess. I am still deciding on whether or not I want to put some lashes on, just because why not when you've got to this point? But I'm gonna do the rest of the face. I'm thinking actually a fairly bold lip, so once I've done the lip and the blush, then we'll know. The blush I'm doing is gonna be quite sculptural, high up on the cheeks. This is Gladiola from Stila. It's a cream blush. I've got quite a, well, I say full coverage for me, a full coverage base on. It's NARS Sheer Glow, so I want to keep the cheeks really sheer so as not to sort of overpower the face. I also have this gorgeous little shimmery blush from Ciate. It's in the shade Pinch Me. I don't know, it's just so cute and shimmery, and I thought I'd whack a bit of that on as well. Just using a sort of fine brush. I think this is probably going to look more like a highlighter because I am so pale, but I'm basically taking it over the area that I already did the cream, and it's just making it that little bit more peachy and shimmery. Okay, so off camera, I've just applied some lashes and a very on-trend lip with the sort of deeper lip liner and the milkier sort of like the 90s lip but with gloss. As you well know, when I do these sort of more bolder looks, I'm in for a penny and for a pound, and I just thought, why not go all out? Last time I did lips like these, the sort of really overdrawn lips, I got so much feedback saying that people loved it. So I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but that's just personal preference. And I just thought, why not? If I'm going in with a big look, go in with a big look all over. The big brows, big eyes, big lips. I've kept the skin fairly natural. In terms of, you know, there's no contour, there's no bronze, there's no, you know, nothing crazy there. But That's because I think there's enough already on the face. Now, you might not be someone who's confident wearing sort of big false eyelashes or, you know, crazy lips. You could leave the lips bare or just pop a little bit of a natural lipstick on. And you did see these eyes without the lashes, so they still look great without them. I just want you to know that if you do have hooded, downturned eyes, or if you have sort of like a prominent brow bone, you can still wear colour too. You know, you've just got to be more strategic about it. And if your eyes are downturned, always make sure that everything is going up, up, up. I'm so glad I'm back making videos for you. I'm really, really grateful that you've come back to watch this. So please do leave a comment to say hi. If it's your first time watching these videos, please like the video and subscribe to the channel because I'd love to see you back again. I do take requests in the comments of every video, and I've got a few ideas from previous requests too, and hopefully I'll be filming them soon. So I will see you again next week. Bye, guys.